Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Thursday the 14th of June 2018. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. And some of the majors have been fighting back against the US currency, both the euro and sterling making gains of 0.16% overnight against the US currency. And the dollar has also lost ground against the yen, and it's down by around 0.17% against the Japanese currency too. For its part, dollar index trading at 93.44, down 0.29%, and weaker after the Federal Reserve announcements last night. Perhaps the market was disappointed with what the Fed indicated was coming, and we'll look at that in a bit more detail momentarily. A better day for cryptocurrencies, both Bitcoin and Ether up by around 2.5% shortly before we recorded the video. Right, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. Another busy day of economic data. Bear in mind that we have an ongoing Eurogroup meeting. Finance ministers gathering today at that meeting, and we've had, in terms of data earlier this morning, consumer inflation expectations and employment change data out of Australia. We've also had retail sales and industrial production numbers out of China, and more on those a little bit later on in the video. To come at 6 o'clock GMT, we will have HICP, the Harmonised Index of Consumer Prices, the ECB's preferred inflation measure, and that data coming out of Germany for the month of May. Jump forward to 8:30, and it's the UK's turn to produce key data, this time in the shape of retail sales for the country for the month of May, both inclusive and exclusive of fuel. 11:45 GMT, 12:45 London time. The main event of the day, the ECB interest rate decision, and that's followed at 12:30 by the monetary policy statement and press conference. In between those two events, we'll have US retail sales data at 12:30 as well, and continuing jobless and initial jobless claims data, because of course it's Thursday. And if you're still in the market this evening at 22:30, you can see New Zealand business PMI data for the month of May. Right then, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, the US Federal Reserve has raised interest rates by 0.25% as expected, and signalled that 2 more rises are likely in 2018. Some had been hoping for signals of 3 or 4 rises to come in 2018. I think that was always a bit unrealistic. China retail sales and industrial production data have come in below forecast, and Japan has posted weak industrial output figures as well. But there are bright spots in Asia. Australian unemployment has fallen to a 6-month low, and this is the latest piece of positive data on the Australian economy. Meanwhile, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is heading to China to discuss the next steps on North Korea. Right then, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. And why not think about this? Have we been measuring inflation all wrong? The New York Times has compared the traditional CPI measure with a series of e-commerce price measures and finds that inflation may be much lower than we thought. And the chart here demonstrates the differences between the traditional CPI measures in blue and so-called e-commerce price measures in the light orange line. Right, please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks or the suitability of leveraged products for you, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative. Thank you for your time.